And welcome to the Part-Time Nerd Podcast with me, your host, Alan. And joining me today is Mr. Fancy Francis. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing good. How about yourself?
You know what? I'm doing good. Just living the dream. Living the dream. Livin, living. Um, a new series. We're launching this. This is something special for me and you. We are going through Doctor Who.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Starting season 1, episode 1. Now, there's a little bit of controversy surrounding this, because I was like, yeah, let's start with season 1, episode 1. And when you look it up, this is season 1, started in 2005 on the BBC. But there's a older Doctor Who, correct?
Yeah. So, the year I'll have to look again. I can't remember. It was like 1960 something.
Yes, I think 65 kind of sticks out, possibly. Don't worry, they'll correct us in the comments and let us know, which I appreciate. But I've never seen this before. And I've had a lot of people tell me, well, how can you proclaim to be a nerd and never watch Doctor Who? To which I just say, that's why I'm a part-time nerd. I'm not full-blown, but there are other ones that some people like Doctor Who, some people don't.
1963.
1963, there we go. Some people like Star Wars, some people like Star Trek. You know, it's some people like Marvel, some like DC. It's different flavors for everybody, but
Yeah.
I figured, you know what? Let me go ahead. I've been going through the original Star Trek series with Rapid Dave, and someone had mentioned something about Doctor Who, and I was like, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. So let's kick this bad boy off. I've never seen it before. This is very, what's the word I'm looking for? Campy, absurd, ridiculous, but in a good way.
I was just waiting. I was like, am I about to hate Alan even more, or what's going to happen here?
In a good way. It starts off in London. That's where Rose is. She's one of your main characters. And she's working in like a department store, and these mannequins start coming to life. And it just looks absurd. Like the budget for the special effects on this are very, very low. This isn't your Disney Plus production, right?
I mean, this is also back in 2006, so
it is from back then, but still, we've seen better.
Yeah.
But it's a show on BBC, though, right? It's not a movie or anything like that. But I also think that's part of what gives it its uniqueness, its flavor. You have this guy who comes, who's the doctor. That's what he's known as. Is just the doctor. He comes and saves Rose. Is saving the day. Blows up the building that all the mannequins are in. And this is kind of where it kicks off. You see the TARDIS. I know what a TARDIS is. Well, I knew what a TARDIS was before this, but not what it actually was. I knew it was something from Doctor Who, and it was called a TARDIS. But that's it. That's all I really knew about it. But it's over the top. It's cheesy. It's drenched in. It's not even. You know what? I take that. It's not drenched in drama, right? Like your Star Trek is. Like Star Trek is, it's cheesy, it's campy, it's stretched in drama. This isn't that. I don't know how to explain it.
I mean, it's very extremely unique.
It's a 100%. The Doctor is an interesting character. He travels time and space, preventing apocalypses is what the first episode leads you to believe. He's been there through all tragedies, JFK, Titanic. He mentioned those, and it's I'm lacking words to describe it, because it is so unique, right? What about you? What are, as someone who's watched this before, what drew you to it? Why have you stuck with it? You know, you said you haven't seen the last few seasons, but you powered through probably about 10 of them, we'll say. You know, maybe
Probably.
less. But what is it that draws you to Doctor Who?
I mean, almost everything that you explained, like the first episode, I feel like it's almost the perfect episode to get you hooked into a show because it's so wild. They're mannequins that come to life to attack you. This strange man uses some weird device, just like a lot of things that are just so odd that even by the end of the episode, you're just like, I gotta keep going. I gotta know. I gotta know about him. I gotta know about what they're about to go do. Like, you just need more information. And the reason I just kept going and kept going is because it just kept hitting all of those things that like I needed. Like, they would end it. It seems like they always end either episodes where it's like, I need to know more, or it's just like, oh, that was such a good episode. I gotta know what's coming next. So, rewatching this episode, I was just like, I'm so excited. I was so excited because, at first I was thinking, man, that it's going to be a long series for us doing this.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's going to be work. But I'm like, dude, it's not going to be work because I'm going to love every minute of it. Especially after watching this again. I was like, yes.
Yeah. And it's 50 minutes, something like that, right?
Yep.
But it goes by pretty quick. And it's absurd. It turns out it's like this plastic monster or something like that. That's
you still kind of don't know really what the monster is. It seems like,
but he controls plastic and kidnaps Rose's boyfriend and reproduces a plastic version of him.
Yeah,
which looks absurd, and the fact that she fell for it, like,
I know.
I'm like, wait a minute, what? How is she falling for this?
Your boyfriend's very shiny all of a sudden. You don't see that?
And plastic.
Like, very plasticky and shiny.
Like,
yeah, slicked back hair. He never had slicked back hair.
Right. He reminded me of that. Oh, what was that? The Santa Claus 3. When they're making the.
Oh yeah, isn't it a plastic Santa?
Or that might be 2. That might be Santa Claus. That's Santa Claus 2, where they make like the plastic Santa. They make him out of a toy, right? And people are falling for it. And I'm looking at it like, you do realize he looks nothing like it's That's very obvious. But
totally forgot about that.
Yeah, it's 100% just like that.
Yeah,
but it's just, and by the end of it, she helps the doctor save the day. Rose does, and he's going to leave and get in his TARDIS, which stands for Time and Relative Dimension in Space. I made sure I wrote that down because I never knew what it meant. And he's like, "You want to join me?" And she's like, "No, I don't know you. This is weird." And then he leaves, and then she's sitting there with her boyfriend. She's like, "Oh man, this life sucks." And he comes back. He's like, "Are you sure I can travel time?" And she's like, "Yeah, let's go." What? Like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, for one, now she doesn't have a job anymore.
No.
So she doesn't have that holding her back. Her mom is, I would want to leave, right. And her boyfriend, I guess that's not a strong relationship.
It was. She couldn't tell him apart from a plastic guy, right?
Yeah, which you wouldn't have guessed that towards the beginning of the episode. They seemed like they were pretty close, and then all of a sudden it's just like, yeah. She's like, cool, I'm gonna go travel with this strange man that all I get is my name's the doctor,
Right. Doctor what? Just the doctor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
it's just doctor.
Listen, she was waiting for somebody to come take her away.
He couldn't wait to get out of there.
I guarantee somebody be like, hey, you just want to go somewhere? She was like, yes, please take me anywhere. Where do you want to go? I don't care where.
I'm in. But yeah, the first episode, I was all in after the first episode. It's let me say, it's not this great show. It's different, and there's nothing like it. And that's the appeal to it. That's what is drawing me in.
It's refreshing.
and I don't see. I can see myself watching it. I mean, obviously, I'm going to, right?
You better.
But I can see myself going through it and watching it and not like dreading it, like being like, okay, I gotta watch another episode. Let's do this. I mean, after episode 1, I can see myself watching this, enjoying it, but not getting. I'm not gonna dress up as the Doctor or
I would.
go buy anything Doctor Who related, right? I'm not gonna go buy a Doctor Who shirt or a poster or any of that, right? I could just see myself watching it and going, okay, it's a show that I watch and I don't hate it. I have fun with it.
I'm looking up Doctor Who merchandise right now.
Oh, jeez. I see a life-size TARDIS that's going to be coming with me soon.
I did say I'm getting a new house. What's going to be behind me is just a big ass TARDIS. Like, it's going to be my door to get into my room. There we go.
Just make sure Hannah knows this isn't my fault. I'm not encouraging this behavior, okay? I do not co-sign or endorse this. You're acting of your own free will. That's all I have to say. But no, I enjoyed it. I'm having fun. I'm looking forward to watching some more episodes. We're going to release this on like a weekly basis. Maybe a couple times a week. We'll see. It just depends on how fast we're watching it. But I've had fun. You got anything else on this first episode?
If you haven't seen it, watch it. We watched it through Hulu. No,
HBO Max.
HBO Max.
And they have all the seasons.
If you have it, I suggest starting it. If you're looking for something to watch, kind of like I have been lately, where I'm like, I need something to watch, something new to watch. Just throw it on. See what you think.
Yeah. Give it a
shot.
Let
us know what you think.
Tell us. Hey, guys, remember, like, share, comment, follow, subscribe, all that fun stuff. If there's anything you want us to watch, send us over an email, parttimenerdpodcast@gmail.com. Until next time.